Okay, so here we are. Can I kill this dude? Not entirely sure. Let's try it. Potentially if he's standing on water. Is he? Some feet of him is. I should rain it on top of him. We have rain. Let's try to stack the rain. Cannot. Alright. Okay, let's attack him. Seems there is some sort of a static air there. Burning. Why would he burn? Whatever. He's stunned. He won't be for much longer, I guess. I actually don't know. Okay. 3 turns. He's still in cooldown, so we have 3 turns for its cooldown. Okay, let's attack him. There's a bunch of water here. I don't think he will be able to make it past us. Jesus, we do some little damage. Maybe it's because his items is so fucked. How much health does he have? Okay, we're almost at half health with him. He's going to unstun. He's unstunned. Fuck. Okay, I need to electrify this water then. What, the sneaking again? No. Are you serious? I changed that yesterday. Okay. Didn't he save? I changed that thing yesterday. Yeah, I put this on C. So it doesn't remember my... Fuck. Okay, that's... That's grounds for reloading, honestly. If he hasn't done next turn, I will reload. I'm going to reload right now, because he could possibly kill me. That was bullshit. I remapped that yesterday. I cannot electrify the water now. He could kill me next turn easily. Yeah, I'm going to reload. That's definitely... I don't know if you can call it a bug or whatever you want to call it, but that's definitely something that's going to get me killed. Easily killed. So C is no longer what I had changed. Ridiculous. Alright, let's attack. The same. She has much less damage. Guess it's at range. All right. So he's no longer stunned. Yeah, that's what. Here I need to electrify the water. That's when everything went to hell. Okay. Now we are protected from his bullshit. 24% chance. Guess I better shoot. I have nothing better to. Well, I could untoggle her thingy.
I need another chance.
Okay. Now he's stunned. I don't know if he tried to move or not. Whatever he tried, he failed. I think I'm going to rain on this turn of my other character. It's the best idea, I think. Just to make sure there won't be any issues with water. To have plenty of water around him. Probably should have waited. Alright. Okay, let's see if attacks electrify the water per chance. They might. They did not. Alright. I need to electrify the water with my next character. Oh, she actually has a ton of action points. So let's try to electrify with an attack here. That didn't work, so we need to hit the ground. Stunning failed. Well, that's not good. Let's wait on here. Alright, there you go. What the hell? He healed! What is going on here? I think he healed somehow.
Oh, I'm dripping.
Pretty sure he did heal. Okay, this is turning insane. I'm not sure I can kill his ass. He keeps healing and healing. Okay, fucking finally. Only 100. All right, I need to go and repair his stuff. Uh, what's his nick now? I need to record this stuff without alerting any more enemies. Okay, that was extremely crazy. Let me see if I can electrify this. Yeah, you can electrify steam. Interesting. Would like to see the spells. Okay, you know what? Let me save. That's an extremely annoying fight. Hello, fail. Yeah, you know my my Windows updated last week, and the GPU started working again. I don't understand anything. It's the game. The computer is crashing a lot now. It crashes like 3 times a day, but the GPU works when it boots and doesn't crash. The GPU works like the olden days. So yeah, I did install new drivers. I In order for my computer to work when it started crashing last time, I disabled the GPU after it stopped appearing in the. I think I went to the BIOS. I don't know what I did. I don't remember anymore. For some reason, one update of Windows rebooted the whole thing and installed drivers, and now it works sometimes. But I am getting a console anyway. I don't like all this nonsense. I want the developers to deal with the bullshit. I just want to play games. All right. And yeah, I also changed my schedule because gaming at midnight was giving me headaches.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Well, if you ask me, I think the PS5 looks in every way more appealing than an Xbox. But the Xbox has, for me at least, something that is very useful. That Game Pass is truly cheap. I could never buy tons of games. It would be impossible. My budget is way too restricted for that. So Game Pass gives me not only old games which I never played from the previous generation, but also new releases occasionally from the Xbox studios, which include two studios I actually like a lot, In Exile and Obsidian. Those are great RPG studios. So I get free games from those developers. Game Pass is cheap. And also, yeah, I agree with you, Fail. They in Microsoft builds their consoles with
Rest in
the
peace, darling.
xCloud project in mind. So it should have, as you say, some sort of built-in streaming capability, which would be very good for me. Hopefully I can stream directly from the Xbox, but I'm not sure, because this headset I'm using, which is not my old headset, this is a piece of garbage. The microphone has a static like you wouldn't believe. I actually have to use some software to clean it up. So I'm not sure that would work on an Xbox.
Oh, there's my pepper.
I would sound horrible. Even more horrible. Truly horrendous. Alright, let's find someone that can repair my wound. I guess she can.
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well.
But yeah, if it were not for Game Pass, I don't think I would get an Xbox. I would get a PlayStation Digital. I really hope the guys at Microsoft release a digital Series X. That would be the best console for me, because I'm never going to buy anything with discs. So if the console is cheaper, I will just get the Game Pass and play those games forever and ever. Another thing I like about the Xbox, although maybe it's just a pipe dream, is that because they built them with the same architecture as PC gaming, maybe someday it will run strategy games. That could be possible, I guess, hardware-wise. And you can plug, I think, a keyboard and mouse on an Xbox and it works. So that would be great if they can bring strategy games to the Xbox. Yeah, PS5 digital. I think that's the best console at the moment. I think the last disc-based game I bought was maybe Mass Effect 2. I think the last disc I actually bought was Mass Effect 2.
We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
Or was it Dragon Age 2? I don't remember. Maybe it was Dragon Age 2. One of those two. Alright. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is.
Okay, so we're going to be very insulting to the good captain.
Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction.
I'm guessing you're going to stick with PC gaming, Fail. I think you have very good PCs, don't you? Alright, let's try to repair my stuff. Do I have to unequip my stuff to repair it? How much does she charge? What is the durability for? Jesus, this is going to break soon. It's actually cheap. 29. I better repair it. 30. Actually, I have not been hit much, which is good. I always prefer that way of playing. This is good still. I don't know if I should probably change her. She will level up soon enough, I guess. Won't be an issue. What? 79 for 1 durability point? That's insane. How is that happening here? She must be trying to rob me. Or maybe it's because Bader is pretty shitty at speaking, at bargaining. Alright. Maybe I should bargain with her. She seems to get better prices here. Alright. Let's talk to her about the undead.
The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can.
Okay.
The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death.
Okay, thanks. So we need to go west. Is there an actual west, or does this rotate? I guess the map does have a west. Alright, let's talk more.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
Let's discuss the expedition.
If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all.
Alright, I think last time we talked about
There's
this
a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade. The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any, a local archaeologist offered to tag. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians raised it. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. So I did. The chances of
go back, alright. Let's learn up, shall we? Okay. What the hell? We didn't gain a point here. Jesus. I have 1 point. I'm not sure. Crafting. Okay. Not sure what I want. Probably will hoard it at the moment. Could go for leadership. Boosts initiative and damage. That could be useful, I guess. For the moment, let's hoard it. Okay, is there anything here that's useful? Magician? No. Lone Wolf? No. Parault Man? I don't think that sounds too good. The elemental affinity is very bad because my elements are water, and I usually electrify the water, so I won't be standing on it that often. Guess I could make it rain and then stand on it, but what would be a point anyway? We need the rain to stun people. And this gives you 2 extra ability points. Well, that sounds very good. Ability points? What are ability points? Are these ability? Yeah, abilities. 2 extra ability points. Well, that sounds great. So I would end up with 3. Okay, I think that's a good trait. Let's get it. Okay. Let me see. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not insane. Guess I could spend the points in Hydrosophis, but what's... How do I see the skills? Well, what? That's strange. There must be... Maybe his book? Yeah. Forget. So I... Amazing. So I just don't know any more spells. I need to buy spells? I don't remember how that works, but I guess I have to. Somehow. I need to read the manual to see how you gain spells. I'm assuming that's the case. Alright, let's level up her the same, all the skilled up. And we shall see how we spend those points. I guess I could get leadership up to level 2. I don't even know what that does. Would be blindly spending my points. Guess it's better to hoard them for the moment. Okay. Cannot identify it. Need an identifying glass. Does she sell one? Let's
Divines doubly bless you, friend.
I don't see one. Okay, let's make that the first purchase. I need to find an identifying glass. I think there is a...
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the 7.
Okay, he should go up front because he has more perception.
Don't let that rooster escape! He's already on the menu for tonight!
Alright. Now this, what would my aristocrats think? I don't know. Would we pity a chicken? I don't think we would. I wish I had the option to just say you're a fucking idiot to cook. How can you let your food escape? But we cannot be beating chickens. That's ridiculous. Now let's go with them first.
Isn't it a...
Alright. Yeah.
True story indeed. Perhaps we too can have a bite later.
Holy crap. Oh, that was crazy. And he even walks on the leg of the chicken. Okay.
I need a moment to reflect.
Alright. Let's look at these options. Make difficult decisions for the greater good. That sounds okay. Yeah, this is the good option, I think.
Some may call me heartless. I'd suggest I know how to make difficult decisions for the greater good.
What do I care about the state of your heart? I think an asshole would say that. Yeah, this is better.
Ha! What do I care about the state of your heart?
Alright. Kind of interesting banter there. Let's talk to the guy.
That was close. Thanks for catching Fidgety Jack here. I guess he got nervous when I mentioned drumsticks. Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry. Come to see what delectable dish I've crafted from that pesky poultry, have you?
Alright. Let's see if the person up here has a magnifying glass.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
49, fuck. Alright. Need the repair hammer, I think. Did I get one somehow? Last time, or did I buy it? I think I got one from somewhere. Okay, the magnifying glass when you... I think I probably should buy this. Now let's not, now that I know she has both of those items, I won't buy them right now. Let's explore. Maybe I will find them somewhere for free. I want to spend my money if I don't need to. Okay, as I said last time, I'm not going to be stealing from anyone.
Kings, these stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Alright. The Adventurer's Field Guide. A lot of crafting. I think the only game where I truly spent a bunch of time crafting was...
These stores are for our Legion troops.
Was...
Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Inquisition. Maybe some people would say way too much time in that game crafting, but it was important. It was the best way to improve my equipment. Not sure that's the case here. Alright, let's look at the map. It does seem to be static, so this is west. Can you see my mouse? I don't think you can. Maybe I should change that. Alright, let's look at the log. A lot of expeditions. I still need to talk to Captain Aurius, which I don't know. There he is.
Sorry, sir.
Didn't enter that house last time. Okay, let's talk to Captain Aurius.
Sir, no, sir.
Tutorial log now. There's some sort of...
About this. To the barracks
I don't know. Some sort of wiki, in-game wiki or something. Okay, let's talk to the captain. Lot of things to steal. Rats, let's kill them. 90 experience, that's a lot. Stupid rat. It escaped. Need to steal, I guess. Yeah, 90 experience per rat. That's a lot of experience. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Maybe not. Level 4, holy crap. Guess they could murder my ass very easily. Okay, not much. So let's just go up. Evidence chest. Yeah, I guess as aristocrats stealing would be below us. Scavenging not so much, that's the old way you take from your enemies whatever is needed. Won by combat. Arhu here.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
Alright. What does he have? The same prices, so does this change with people? Doesn't appear to be the case. Because he hates me for some reason. Let's talk about Source Hunters.
By all means.
Tell me about Jake.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
What happened the night of the murder?
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Who are the suspects?
I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Okay.
Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters.
Tell me about the strangers.
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Alright. Enough. Where is the captain? Wasn't he supposed to be here? For some reason I believed he was here. Pretty sure the map said he was here. He's in his office. Okay. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Oops, I'm a detective.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Yeah, it does seem UI skills. Holy fuck, so money is going to be very important in this game. Equipment, skills, repairing. That's going to be a considerable amount of gold you need. Alright. Let's discuss the murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
We're definitely not going to that. This guy's way too disrespectful.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Tell me about the wife.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly.
Never.
But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
I will ask about him, and more questions. Maybe one option will allow me to insult him.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number.
Okay.
If you must.
What is your problem with the undead?
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
How are you enjoying Sicil?
How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Sicil stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Sicil!
This is a good voice actor. Okay, I don't know how the hell this option appeared. Nothing like this has been said, but let's say it anyway because he hates Arhu, so he will get a little bit worked up. Arhu tells me he suspects the sect working in Sicil.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Okay, tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
Tell me about the Orcs.
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
Alright. More log updates, let's save, because the game won't save on its own. Ah, he's a cat now.
How can I help you, my friend?
Let me see what spells does he sell, Pyro. Saying 100 for a spell, Jesus Christ. Alright. Ton of good equipment. Alright, so I can go to a King Crab Inn.
Sorry, sir.
I think I will try to level up more before I go down to the dungeon again. It's trying to find these supposed what? Library. There is a library somewhere, or so they say. So I guess I won't. Do I spend money on? There's so many items that increase your base stats. Probably should be keeping an eye out for something that increases my speed. Let's try to find this library. That I've heard, not this playthrough, but the past one or attempt.
Snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
What's this? Shop security guard. Who lives here? Ah, Esmeralda. Pretty sure she tries just to seduce you. Okay, let's get in here now that we came this way. Okay. Doctor. Doctore.
What do you think you're doing?
What? The fuck happened? Okay, did he think I was going to steal something?
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
Alright, and who are you?
I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods.
What do you think of Esmeralda?
So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivalon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication.
Yeah, he seems way objective.
Steadfast will I guard her, Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
Let's discuss Jake.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending.
All right.
And what questions are those? The Sicilians used to say this was a chosen place, favored by the higher powers. But they don't talk like that much these days. Hard to feel favored with such horrors haunting every border, I imagine.
Tell me about the undead.
I've fought orcs crazed with blood liquor. Withstood assaults by ogres wielding clubs made of human bones and teeth. Aye, I've braved the poisonous spear tips of goblins aplenty. But never did I know fear until I faced the undead. Not a pleasant thing for a legionnaire to feel fear. But there you have it nonetheless.
The lighthouse, for some reason
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so, milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Let's discuss your husband.
Like I told just about every Legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you?
No.
So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Tell me about this place.
Well, what do you want to know?
Yeah, she seems heartbroken. I don't think she will know much about the undead, but let's ask anyway.
They're nightmare incarnate, aren't they? Let a priest explain that to me. How we all supposedly become the gods' children in death, when in fact foul magic can bring us back and make us haunt our own kin in endless, mindless deviance.
Well, it all depends, doesn't it? If you believe in souls, the body can remain, the soul can go and join the god. If you don't, then yes, it would be logical to assume everything is not going according to the religion. I don't know the religion of this game. Alright, tell me about the city.
Since the beginning, this has been a particularly favored region of Rivellon. Even before there was a major settlement here, these cliffs were a special holy site for the ancient pagans. It's hard to believe our great city is so easily crumbled.
And tell me about you.
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same.
Alright.
Comment about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove the evil deed.
Pretty sure.
What a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
The perfect
Oh, I'm
murder.
no hero, Esmeralda. I'm just doing my duty, you know, for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Jesus.
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head shall be harmed.
Kind of cringy all that flirting, but so I don't think. Could my character see through walls? I don't think they can. Doesn't make much sense, does it? So a simp, yeah, a simp. Well, except he's not truly pathetic. I think you need to be very pathetic to be a simp, or is that not a requirement? He's a soldier, but he's a chivalrous guy, which makes him very easy to manipulate. And if he has him, why does he need this dude? Obviously, this is the true protector, which will kill this guy at any moment. But yeah, I'm not going to be, as I said, doing anything illegal with these people. One thing are the spoils of war. Another thing is stealing. Alright. What is this library? Marcius and Claudius.
You say you will take me under your wing.
What?
But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Okay, let's go with number one.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Alright, a child of the bear. What does that mean?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it?
No.
The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Ah, that's her name, Bear Daughter. I always called her Bear Door. Bear Daughter. Okay. Bear Door. Yeah, I don't want to talk to Bear Door. I want to talk to Marsh.
Welcome to the Town Hall of Syceal. Mayor Cecil is waiting for you inside.
Okay.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter. Welcome to the Town Hall of Syceal.
Mayor Cecil.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Tell me more about the library. Ah, this is the library. Okay.
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Syceal. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure.
Marvelous. Follow me then.
I guess you could leave a character down here and steal everything. But I won't be doing that. And if that ends up making me look like a fool...
Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Syceal's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books.
Yeah, she's an orc.
What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
I guess making money will be difficult if I don't steal.
Book to be discovered in this library? What do you think you're doing?
Okay.
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay
Yeah, I better
fine.
not touch anything that...
Omnis
This is the...
autem mali demonis quam.
Yeah, this guy you can recruit, I remember.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Why?
Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you. The might of the magician's mastermind. On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Third one gone. Shatsu. Sometimes
Yeah, I
think
guess
these
as
books
source
scrap the legs in the
hunters we
night.
will deal with demons anyway. Very well.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Yeah, I don't think
Still hasn't
we
been
would.
returned.
Why would we?
Celeron
We
will have to pay
hunt
yet another fine.
evil sorcerers. I guess demons are just up there with them.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery. Into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
Okay. Let's look at this dude. Last time I didn't recruit him. I don't remember why exactly. He has rain. That's great. And healing. Well, this
Volume
dude
1,
is far
Volume
more
2.
advanced than me.
Where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
Hilarious.
Sometimes
He's
I think these
another
books scrap
copy of
little
my
legs in the night.
character. He's basically the same as my characters. Rain, healing, and
Kaj Dinor.
and
Brief history of sorcery
teleportation.
still hasn't been returned.
He has more
Celeron will have to pay
spells.
yet another fine.
For some reason he has 2 resurrection scrolls. Guess I didn't just
Volume
drop
1,
those, did
Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books scrap little legs in the night.
I? Okay. Kind of hilarious. Shocking touch.
Kaj Dinor.
Kronos, what the hell am I doing?
Still hasn't been returned.
Jesus.
Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
Hilarious. Alright, rain, healing, that. Alright. Yeah, he's a more learned
Who placed this book here?
mage.
A volume
Makes
of
sense
poetry among novels?
from what he said.
Mayhem.
But he's a level 2 Hydrosophist. A level 2 Theodorus. Holy crap. The good thing is his abilities and mine mesh very well. So I actually do need these spells.
A volume of poetry among novels?
Does he have nothing? Yeah, he has no resurrection. I need to send one to him. I need to split it. Split. And now I have to send two Chronos.
The knight
Okay, and there we have it. They are all copies of themselves.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Insanity. Truly insane. Alright. Let's save again. Can I fast save? Just for fun. Yeah, okay, good.
Cache d'Honneur. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned.
Stuck to the
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
orc.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Getahal be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine.
May I take the books?
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow, so that others may enjoy them too.
Alright. The forgotten language of the fairies. Okay. Who are you?
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicile toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride.
Alright. I'm not sure we're going to be fighting today, to be honest. Because... Can I take this?
Cache d'Honneur. A brief history of sorcery still
Probably
hasn't been
shouldn't
returned.
have taken
Teleron
it.
will have to pay yet another fine.
Who took that book? Oh, here it is. Just want to read them in case they give me a stat boost or something. There now. Adventurer's Guide to something.
Cache d'Honneur. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned.
Can take that?
Teleron will have to pay yet
Yeah, I
another
will.
fine.
I will indeed.
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
Read the
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all
Proof
things
metal
naughty,
shield.
hasn't she?
Interesting. Alright, let's see what else we can. Rat extermination.
Cache d'Honneur. What do you think you're
What
doing?
the fuck? Ah, Jesus. I think she said I could take all the books. What the hell did I take? Maybe it was not a hook. I thought it was a hook.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
Okay. You're right, yeah.
Armor.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. More than a few temptations accompany authority, no?
I don't... What the hell? This is a book or something. What the hell is what I took? Rat extermination.
Who placed this book here?
Okay,
A
whatever.
volume of poetry among novels? Urack! What
I
mayhem!
need to pay attention to those...
Lucky find!
Icons. The ones that show you're stealing.
Cache de Nord. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Charlene, let's talk to
A
her.
source hunter! Oh, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes!
Okay.
Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now.
What happened?
Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
Okay, the Fabulous Five.
Naughty, hasn't
I think I remember those. Poison Dart. I will return all the books as soon as I read them.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Alright, let's read everything. Not like the old times when I actually read the books. Don't have time for that anymore, sadly.
Cache de Nord. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Wood chips. What good could that do? I think I need that
Volume
book.
1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
For
Sometimes I think these books sprout little
what
legs in the
was
night.
it? I don't think I have even Headless Nick, yeah. Maybe we can put it to good use. Okay, I will take this book then. I haven't even talked to a person in charge of that quest, but doesn't really matter.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the
Now let's
blushing
take that
bottom.
book.
Stecken.
Alright.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty,
So...
hasn't she?
Let's do what exactly? Good question. Guess I'll keep walking and talking to people. Probably try to do that Headless Nick quest.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Let's talk to the people here. I don't think I'm going to go to the King Crab today. We'll leave that for tomorrow.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
What the fuck? She sells this for twice as much as the other people. Or is it because it's two of them? Yeah, it's because it's two of them. Okay. So it is the same price. all around. See if one of these vendors might have
Here
a
for your
quest.
daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce and turn.
Citizen, cheese vendor,
No better solution to the
fish
zombie
vendor,
problem than a set of silver arrows.
Kelbathania. Talk to her.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Okay.
We'll inject some
Fletcher
vim into
for arrows.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
A treasure map, huh? Wonder how these work.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Tell me about you.
I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Okay.
set of silver
I wonder
arrows.
if those are actually
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
worth it. What is this place? Is this the inn? No, this is a house. This is the inn. But let's go around the inn. And I probably should try to do the Headless Snake quest. Let's do that. Before I forget, I can do it. Alright, let's see. Is anyone else Birch? Let's talk to her.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
Where is your herd?
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Okay. She doesn't have compassion for her sheep. Tell me about the stolen sheep.
Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand.
Tell me about you.
Now that the herd's gone, old Birch is just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through.
Alright. Does that become a quest? It does. You can track quests? I guess you can. Okay, let's track that quest.
I wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Good. To Vader it goes. Anyone else I can talk here? Who the hell is this? That's the same woman. Alright, let's go to the fairgrounds and try to do that quest. Of the headless corpse. Well, not a corpse actually. Is it a corpse if it's only alive? The head, I mean.
Today, I think,
Fantastic!
the great Sigurd and his reign. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. I doubt I have.
Okay, I will skip
Pleasure to meet you now.
because I already
My
did
word!
this
You
last
there!
time.
Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out. That's right. I obtained this cube. You see, though I in the before my freeing my. It was there, along the rocky beach. I am Reginald.
All right. Let's mount our own.
Today,
Let's
I
leave her
think,
here.
as king.
I'll mount my own. Holy crap!
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald. Oh, I'm nothing. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig.
Alright.
Creamy blues and gory reds.
My word!
Zombie ate your dog?
She has the
Orc
hook, doesn't
sunk
she?
your ship? No matter. You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer. Well, I've an open stage. The theatre. Check the library and see if any of the classics there.
Yeah, she has the hook. Can I send it to him?
So ardently did he
It's like good. Alright, let's mount the...
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. And right, so speak to Master
All right.
Chaucer if you're ready.
Master Chaucer.
Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? And who are you supposed to be?
I would like to perform.
Katerina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, very well then. Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage.
I'm ready.
Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the...
She has to be here. Then I'll send Bader.
King, a great Sigurd and his rainbow
Is
of
going
war.
on. Alright. Bader will steal the head. We shall do up
Can't you hear? What is
to
it
Mancho.
this time? Katerina's, tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your place. Ready for your trial by
What?
fire, you mean? There's no more savage...
Okay, let's... Maybe it's because she's too far away.
What is it this time? Katerina, tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you. Ready for your trial
Okay,
by
there you
fire,
go. Two man
mean?
show.
Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Okay, let's begin.
Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
I need to actually wait for them to go. See if I can convince him to go to the other one.
That the king had a great thirst.
He wants to talk to the master.
Ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds.
Okay.
That he ordered a contest across England.
Let's begin.
The stage is yours.
Well, what's the hold up?
Okay, I have no idea. I didn't read the book.
What a tale!
The crowd is completely appalled by your retelling. Are you sure that's how the story goes? Perhaps you ought to study a bit more and try again later.
I haven't felt so unfulfilled since my wedding night.
Holy crap. Okay, can I get this dude? The crowd warmer.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Star Wars,
No,
buddy.
thanks. 100 is insane. Okay, let's read the book.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Excerpt from the drama Genesis of Science Seal commonly performed. Most Sicilians and even foreigners are familiar with the tale and refuse to tolerate deviations.
Come on!
The story goes that two adventurers, lovers, sailed west from Ferrol, knowing not whether they would find land. They took with them sufficient provisions for 5 months, but only during the last week of the 6th month did they land on what would be called Sicil. Alright? Celia, enough serious, I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving and sick. What? Will we find no safe refuge? My gods, could it be here? Look! What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak? Look, Seal! There, beyond the mist. It's land! Land, my sweet, land at last. We could call it nice. Because he's Celia. So, she said Seal. And he's Cyrus, yeah, right.
Showman! Show all of them! Sicil,
Okay,
what you're made of!
enough Cyrus, my god. What is it? Look, land, land. Enough, my gods, what? Look, land, land. Okay, I might remember that.
Come on! Can't you hear this?
Let's
What is it this time?
Another one. I would like to start the performance.
Here we not planning on.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
I don't think they will come this time. Maybe they won't. I think it's less people than last time. Alright, let's begin.
The stage is yours.
Enough, Cyrus, yeah.
Bravo!
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
My god. Yeah.
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Out of fresh water, yeah.
Bravo! Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Look, Celia.
I hope there's an encore. Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on.
I'll cut your throat.
Good show.
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
All right. Sicil.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
So what?
Took my breath away, it did.
I think I will have to spend the money.
What is it this time?
What do you think of our show?
Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
All right. Let's talk to this dude. Maybe he'll give me 100 to pay for the crowd warmer.
You there! Sir, don't pity me. When Reginald came, it seems and I don't know how a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event.
Alright. Yeah, let's talk to him. Between myself and that dude, we will probably take everyone.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the... Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Let's go with charming. I suppose a professional like yourself would have enjoyed the challenge. Oh, it's true, this shit.
Fantastic!
With points in charisma to gain an advantage, plus a space to skip, I think I won't do this. Okay, one.
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit, and it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Alright.
My word!
Warming the crowd. You convince Gallagher to... Okay, let's wait until the crowd leaves him.
Show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of.
Who is said to have known Sigurd.
Everyone is gone. Maybe I can talk to him.
Did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered?
Strange! You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Sicil eat some bad chicken, or what?
Let's talk about Cedric.
I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own merits. I'll see to this matter immediately.
Alright. Now we can steal the head.
Where is everyone trotting off to? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh,
Get in my
it won't be the
pocket, you
worst
fool.
indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Alright.
Come on. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Alright. So we need to get him to a... What did he say? He said I need to take him to a cellar, I think.
Don't donate your time to that.
Alright, we managed to sneak away with the head. I think we need to go to a cellar. Maybe in this house, probably. Let's go there. He said, go to a cellar and I'll tell you everything. Oh, is that the ship? Doubt it. If we find the missing ship, we should tell her. Is this the ship? Makes sense. Can I pickpocket? Reginald, yeah. This goes to Berdor. Okay, so we have a ship here. Maybe that's the ship we are looking for. Probably not. Tombstone.
I've spotted something interesting.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
Okay. It would be an insult to the dead. Okay, I guess this is private property, so We won't do it. No.
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite, too.
You step away from the grave.
Okay. I guess I can still do it, but I won't do it. Alright. Let's enter to Reginald's house, I guess. Theliron, House of Healing. Huh.
Can't have gotten far.
So this is not where I... Holy crap.
Come, make your case.
I'm pretty sure this woman is evil. I remember having to fight here last time.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
How the hell did I get so much money? Okay, I'm going to take these for sure.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
The more of those I have, the better.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case. Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his
You're
very
it.
existence.
Okay. There we go. Alright. Stuck to him.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Tell me about you.
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory.
Okay.
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue.
Make your case.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Okay, so your apprentice has enjoyed success.
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Revolutionary method. Elaborate.
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it.
Okay.
So, which of you is more deserving?
For she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal.
How the hell did she get there?
Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Precisely what I thought. Tell me about your apprentice.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions.
Come, make your case.
What is that emote? Fail? Looks like dead ice cream. Like it melted and died or something.
I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Spilled
You is more
tea.
deserving of life. Come, make your case.
Interesting. Do you drink tea? In my country, almost no one drinks tea.
So, which of you is
I
more
think
deserving of life?
some people drink
Come,
tea
make your case.
with milk. Down here, that's almost unheard of. The only people that drink tea use it with water, just hot water and
So, which of you
bags
is
of
more
tea.
deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Well, yeah, I will use the PC. I don't know. You saw how my computer ran the what was the game? The Outer Worlds. Newer games really make this computer struggle. That's why. That's why I'm getting a console. Even the old school Xbox could run that game better than this PC.
Anybody?
But yeah,
Neither of you cares
I will be
to be
playing games until I get the Xbox. I'll play them on the PC. So yeah, if you have any suggestions,
Anybody?
I
Neither
am
of you
all
cares to be
ears.
their existence.
Yeah, in this PC, I would say definitely Cyberpunk is out of the question. Bloodlines 2 is out of the question. Anything that's released this year, possibly in past year, it's impossible to run. Well, maybe if it's an indie game or a game that doesn't require a ton of action on the screen, maybe those new releases I could play. Alright, let me ask you about Cecile.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Tell me about the murder.
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
No, in the last 5 years. Now, for example, I know I could play Divinity Original Sin 2, for example, which is 2-year-old game. I could play the new Mass Effect as well, although I'm saving the money for the Series X, so actually I am not sure what I would buy, if I would buy anything. I still don't have enough money. Well, I don't know how much it will cost. Then if it costs 400 right now, I don't have enough money for it.
Which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Tell me about the plague.
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it.
I have not tried Dwarf Fortress. I have seen videos of that game on YouTube. I don't think I would like it. That's just like a dungeon generator or something like that. And Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, I have not heard about that. I will look into it today, but no, I don't think I've heard it. I don't remember. Dwarf Fortress, I do think I've seen it. Isn't it a game where you actually have to manage like an empire of dwarves and then all sorts of crazy stuff starts happening to them, and you have to make sure they don't go extinct, something like that, if I remember correctly.
I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Adventure mode. No, I will look into adventure mode then. I don't remember seeing anything like that on the internet. I watch a few guys that make fun of games. Sack Tesseract or something like that. And the other one is...
Who cares to plead for his
I don't
very
remember
existence?
the name right now. I might remember later.
A mysterious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Yes. Could be sorcery. Let's investigate. I'm pretty sure she's evil.
So,
But I think I discovered she was evil by doing something illegal, which this time I won't.
excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
But I guess those games are very similar to what Ariok recommended, isn't it, Fail? Like, basically no story and a lot of management of resources. I do like story-based games more than just upfront gameplay challenges. As you know, I did not start as a Iron Man guy or a no Permadeath guy. My old playthroughs were not like that, but I do believe it makes games more immersive when you are concerned about having to restart if you die. So that I do agree with that assessment of loss. And that's why I switched to playing Permadeath, but I actually enjoy stories more than gameplay as such. What's the other guy called? I could look it up in my phone right now. Alright.
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it.
Okay. I thought she was actually trying to get bribes or something. I remember she being evil for some reason.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Yeah, let's take... should I take them? Probably should. Never know when you might need them. It's only 100. That's not a shovel I need. That actually goes to the head. I forgot we were doing that. Okay, let's just balance the thing and take it. Alright.
I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Yes, I am. Tell me about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
Alright, what about Stephen?
Quite the venerable staple of Sicil, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less.
Yes, that happens a lot, doesn't it?
Nearly everyone in Sicil is familiar with grinning Stephen,
And as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Okay, let's talk about the healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh.
Troubled mind.
Okay.
I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
I'm ready to make my decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Me? No. Okay. Let's give it to Boris. He's a trader. He might give me stuff. Save Boris. Save the realm.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
That tone, soothing a corpse's
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Yeah, right. No, she's healed. I'm sure she's healed. Alright.
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning!
What I did to deserve this.
Okay. What the hell happened?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Really? That's what happens? I do remember the Golding or whatever the hell he is. But I didn't know it was the stone that did it. I thought it was solving the murder. Okay, let's save. Or maybe this is something different. Yeah, it is the golden. Okay. Or whatever he is. But we are at the end of our stream for today.
Terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
It's true, it's the black hole of doom. Now I remember. Okay, but we are going to leave it here for today. I guess that guy got banned from YouTube. He was very risky. I couldn't find him. I was looking at my subscriptions. No matter. Everyone will get banned from YouTube, I'm sure. Most of the people I'm following anyway. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks a lot, Fail, for stopping by and chatting. I will be back tomorrow at 5 your time, is it? Yeah, 5. It must be at 7, almost 7 p.m. It's Eastern time. Yeah, I start at 5 Eastern. So, tomorrow we shall talk to Zigzags and go back and finish the Headless Nick. Yeah, 6:55. Alright. Yeah, almost 7. I stream 2 hours every day. Maybe some days I will stream more at night, but it's very unlikely. Very late at night. I will definitely stream for 2 hours in the afternoon for the foreseeable future. So, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Have a pleasant night. Goodbye. Let's save again. Why not? I guess tomorrow there shall be fighting. What will we do tomorrow? We will talk to this guy, do the Headless Nick quest, maybe not fighting. Finish exploring Seal, and then in buying a spree of anything that has stat boosts, and then we shall go to the lighthouse. Although I remember last time the lighthouse was very dangerous. I remember walking there and a humongous demon appearing out of the floor or the ground. I think I ran away from that demon. It was maybe a dog or a wolf. I think I ran from that thing. I have that ingrained in my mind that the lighthouse is actually very dangerous, not what they say, which is the supposedly easiest path to the west. I think that's a lie. But we shall see if my recollections are true or not. Probably come Monday. Alright, see you next time. Goodbye.